first business I started was bedsheet business. With time, I delved into other businesses, and through the years, I've realized that bedsheet business was and is still a gold mine people are yet to explore. It's a business that guarantees more than 100% return on investment. It requires absolutely no skill, though there are few things you need to look out for when you're going into this business. The market is not saturated because very few people have knowledge of this business. It doesn't require much capital. With as low as 20,000 naira, you can start this business. Can you imagine that? In this video, I'll be unraveling this secret gold mine. I'm going to share with you things you should look out for when you are going into this business. How to choose a good fabric for your bedsheet, which is the key in this business. And I'll also share with you where you can get your fabric at a good price to make maximum profit. I'm Idoisit, and you are welcome, my superstars, to this video. Please, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe so you don't miss out of this wonderful journey. Let's delve right into it. Bedsheet business is very lucrative because everyone lays down on bedsheet. You lay down on a bedsheet, I lay down on a bedsheet. Every bed in a home needs bedsheet. Bedsheet is used in homes, in hotels, and even in school hostels. There must be bedsheets on beds. These bedsheets are changed in a week, two, sometimes even less if something is spilled on it. Thus, every home has at least 3 or 4 pairs of bedsheets. A home with 3 beds will have at least 9 bedsheets. That's each bed will have three bedsheets, making it 9 bedsheets in each home. In one of my videos, I mentioned how I started my own business journey. I mentioned of a lady I took my bedsheets to. The first lady I showed my bedsheet to. She was so excited. She was like, I've been looking for bedsheets. I've had this plan to change my bedsheets, but I didn't know where to get bedsheets. She picked 2 bedsheets and paid immediately. She was so excited. So there is a huge market for bedsheets. There's a demand for bedsheets. Some people need bedsheets, but they don't know where to get it from. Some people don't have the time to go to the market to search for bedsheets and buy. So imagine you show up to all these people with beautiful, enchanting colors of bedsheets. My God, they will delve and just pick those bedsheets and pay. And even if they didn't have any need for bedsheet, for the mere fact that it's beautiful, they will pick. Those impulsive buyers will pay immediately. I've had customers who picked 3 bedsheets on the spot because they don't know when they would come across bedsheets again. So there's a market for bedsheets. Let's do a little math. Assuming one person buys 2 bedsheets, that will be 2 bedsheets you've sold already. One person with buys 2 bedsheets, you've sold 2 already. Okay. If you have like 10 customers and they pick 2 bedsheets each, you have sold 20 bedsheets. Then you have 20 people on your list and you sell two bedsheets to these 20 people, you would have sold 40 bedsheets. And if you target like 40 people and you sell two bedsheets to them, two bedsheets each to these 40 people, you would have sold 80 bedsheets. There's a market for bedsheets. Even if people don't intend to buy, they are impulsive buyers who, when they come across this beautiful bedsheet, they immediately pay for it and pick it. Okay, now we'll be talking about the types of bedsheet. There are two types of bedsheet. You have the American bedsheet and Bell bedsheet. American bedsheet is so beautiful. Like the name American, it is beautiful, colorful, and durable, but it is expensive. We also have Bell bedsheets. Bell bedsheets are equally beautiful, but it is mixed with inferior and superior quality. That is why you need this special skill to be able to tell a good Bell bedsheet. If you're going into a bedsheet business, I would advise that you buy a Bell bedsheet. American bedsheets are expensive, thus few customers need American bedsheets. If you want to buy an American bedsheet, it should be on order for customers who have the money, who can afford it. But in business, you need something you can do a quick turnover, something people will be able to buy, and you will make your turnover quickly, make your money quickly. So I would advise that you buy a Bell bedsheet. The qualities to look out for a Bell bedsheet is it should be smooth and nice on the skin. When you are choosing a Bell fabric for your bedsheet, the first key is that it should be smooth and nice on the skin. You want your customer to have a very sweet, nice sleeping experience. So when you're buying a Bell fabric, you have to take into cognizance that the bedsheet is smooth and nice on the skin. Next is it has to be durable. The bedsheet should be durable. It should be such that it does not lose color and texture when washed in water. You have to look out for a bedsheet that has a good texture and doesn't lose color when washed in water. So your customer will not be disgusted. Your customer will be satisfied and will in turn make referrals that will boost your business. We want to stay in business. We want to grow. We want to expand. And you know what? The best and fastest means of growing business has always been words of mouth, referrals from customers. So I would urge that you satisfy your customer so they can in turn bring more customers to keep you in business. Don't be too greedy to go for low standard Bell materials. Go for good quality Bell fabrics to enable you stay in business. Next is you have to choose colors that are attractive, beautiful, fine colors. The first thing that attracts a customer to your bedsheet is the color. Before even the texture is the color. So you have to look out for very beautiful, enchanting masculine colors, very beautiful, enchanting feminine colors. You have to pick bedsheets not based on your taste. You have to know that you are buying for customers with different tastes. So when you're going to buy a bedsheet, bear it in mind that you're not buying for yourself. You are buying it for people. So buy different colors, beautiful and enchanting colors. And if you're buying for children, please go for bedsheets with cartoon characters on it. You can't buy a bedsheet with boring plain colors for a baby. No parents will like that. There's nothing that attracts a parent like cartoon character bedsheet for babies. If your customer asks you to buy for a girl, look out for feminine, Snow White, princessy kind of cartoon character themed bedsheets. If it's a boy, look for blue like bluish, purplish, cartoon-like characters like Superman, which other one do they call that one? Ben 10 character on the bedsheet. Those are things that will attract your customer to your bedsheets. Next is the size of the bed. When you want to get a bedsheet, you have to, before you get the fabrics, you need to know the size of beds you are making it for. Whether it's a king size bed, whether it's a family size bed, whether it's a school size bed, whether it's for a baby bed cot, you need to know the size of bed and the number of yards you need to make the bed sheet. You need to know the number of pillows you will need for each bed sheet. That's where the tailor comes in. If you're not a professional, you've not done it before, you need to consult a tailor to advise you on the number of yards of fabric you need for each bed sheet. When I did mine, for a family size bed, with 4 pillows, I used 5 yards and it worked for me. For a king size bed with 4 pillows, I used 6 yards and it worked for me. Things have changed, so you will need to consult with a tailor. There are tailors there. Okay, so next is, after choosing your fabric, you will be directed to a tailor. The tailor will charge you based on the number of bedsheets and pillowcases you're going to make. For each bed and pillowcase, you will be charged. And after the tailor has sewn, if you want the tailor to package it for you, the tailor will give you an additional charge to fold the bedsheets neatly and fold the pillowcases stylishly. They had this unique, beautiful way of folding bedsheets and packing it beautifully, such that when your customers see it, their eyes will be blinking and they will like, it's beautiful, it's beautiful. They'll be drooling all over your bedsheets. You pay for them. They package it in transparent packages and then seal it. The next most important thing in this business is that you need patience. You need a truckload of patience. I remember when I started this business, whenever I needed to go on this business trip, I would make sure I do it on lecture-free days. I would leave the hostel as early as 7:30 a.m. and get to the place by 10 a.m. Depending on the quantity of bedsheets, I had to stay and leave by 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. You can imagine that. Patience is very, very vital. If you want to rush, you would get yourself in trouble. One time I was looking for a shortcut, and I will never forget. It was a time I wanted to see if I could like pick an already sewn bedsheet, sewn and packaged bedsheet. I bought one. I was so excited. I won't have to wait for so long for the tailor to cut, sew, package, and all that. But guess what? When I opened the bedsheet, I was shocked. There was carton placed in the middle of the bedsheet. So a bedsheet that was supposed to be 3 yards ended up being 2.5 yards. Thus, the bedsheet was small and the pillowcases were so tiny and very tight. I felt so disappointed because if I had sewn them to specification, if I had the patience, I would have made something beautiful and of a good quality. So from then, I made sure I picked my fabric, gave it to a tailor, sat down with the tailor would sew everything and then packaged, and I left with my business product. There is no shortcut in this business. The next is where to purchase your product. Where I purchased my product, my bedsheets, was Aba in Abia State. There's a place there they call School Road. On that road, there are assorted colors, assorted types of bedsheets displayed there. Man, your eyes will be popping. You would see assorted types of bedsheets and fabrics with different prices. So I would advise that if you're starting your business, you go to Aba, Abia State, and a street they call School Road for your bedsheets. If you want to get it locally, it is possible, but it will be expensive. And the total cost of production will eat into your profit. You won't be able to make much profit. The cost of fabric, the cost of production will be double. The cost of fabric is double, and the presentation itself, the way it is packaged, will not be as beautiful as it would have been done over there, because they are professionals there. They have been in the business. So I would advise that you go to Aba and pick your fabric if you live close to Aba. There are other bigger markets like Onitsha, Lagos. So I heard, but I didn't venture into those markets because they were very far from me and they are very big markets. I didn't want to get lost in the process. So I settled for Aba and I made more than 100% returns. So that will be all for this video. We have learned how to choose your fabric, the type of fabric to choose, how to sew and package your bedsheets, the mistakes you shouldn't make, and where you can get your fabric in order to maximize your returns. That will be all in this video. And please, if you have not subscribed, do so you don't miss out. In our next video, I'll be telling you how I was able to make my profit. I will be exposing to you the system, the steps I took, the secret I used to be able to become a millionaire from my bedsheet business. Please don't miss it. Till our next video, remember that I love you.